Welcome, Cancer, to your November 2023 reading. Thanks for tuning in. Now, I just started a new way of doing my readings and shuffling them, but the camera broke or the camera shut down and so I had to start again. So I'm starting like I normally would with the cards already set out. But I wanted to try a new method of doing this because I do have a bit of an intro and I thought it's boring for people to just sit there and look at blank cards. So if you want to jump ahead, just jump ahead to about 2 minutes and that's where my reading will be. If you want to listen to the intro, I offer free mini readings to new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, click the subscribe button. And in the comment section below, put new subscriber, free mini reading, or new subscriber, then ask your question and I will get back to you. Don't worry if you don't hear from me right away. I get back to everyone who subscribes and asks a question. I also offer other people who don't want to subscribe, are already subscribers, your new viewers, whatever it is, you can also ask a question and I will respond to you with a yes or a no or just a short answer that comes out for you. It won't be as long as the mini reading, but you can ask a question if you'd like as well. Now, let's get into this month's reading. So you start out the energy with the Five of Wands. Now, for a lot of you, I feel like you are learning, training, honing your skills, getting better at what you do. Now, for a lot of you, this can be work that you're putting in to better yourself, either in your career, it's to better yourself and get in touch with that creativity, that creative spark, that inspiration, that passion that perhaps has waned a little bit over the months, perhaps even years for some of you. And you are really doing some work here. And the Five of Wands in a traditional deck, you would see lots of figures. They're all dressed up the same, like in a uniform, like it's a sports team training and getting better and honing their skills. Now, for some of you, this could be a literal thing. You may very well be training and getting better at what you do. But this can be to do with anything significant in your world. I'm sorry, I'm just fixing my camera up there. This can be to do with your career. It can be to do with a creative project that you've been working on. And it can just be, you working on regaining some of that passion that you perhaps, as I said previously, have lost. But you're looking at this in a methodical way, in a calculated way as well, in a sense, because you've got the Emperor here, and this is somebody who makes lists, who's very organized, who plans things out and knows exactly how to achieve their goals. So you could be doing this in November as well. Now, the Emperor card represents an Aries. So for some of you, you may have a very significant Aries in your life that is going to be helping you out in some way. Could even potentially be with some information that you just didn't have, might just paint a bigger picture for you and give you some knowledge to help you overcome any barriers or any blocks to your progress here that you've been working on. You've got quite a lot of wands. You've got 4 out of the 8 cards are wands here. And so I feel this is to do with your career. If you've been feeling like there's blocks to your progress and you've come up against obstacle after obstacle after obstacle, I feel like there's going to be some real progress here as well. I feel like you are going to be making some clear-cut decisions. You've got the Queen of Swords here. This I would normally read as a Libra. This card and you've got the Queen of Wands. These cards have been coming out for so many signs. But the Queen of Swords is really looking at things logically, intellectually, without emotion, cutting away any of the BS. You're able to weigh things up and really make some clear-cut decisions for yourself in November as well. Excuse me, I'm just going to cough. I do apologize. Now, the Queen of Swords can be any air sign, not just a Libra, because this is a general reading. So you may have a Gemini, an Aquarius, or a Libra here in your world. But I feel like if you don't have one of these people in your life, this represents you taking on a lot of the characteristics of this person. And if you've had any barriers that involve this star sign, I feel like you're going to be overcoming some of those in November as well. Now, you've got the Queen of Wands, as I mentioned. I would read this as a Leo. This has been coming out, as I said, so many signs, whether in the form of Leo, of strength, or in this card. Now, this could be any fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sag. But this is someone that is so passionate. They are an adventurer. They love to seek excitement. They love to surround themselves with joyful, beautiful things. And they're very magnetic. People just are attracted to them. And as I said earlier, if this doesn't represent someone in your life at the moment, you are going to be taking on a lot of these characteristics yourself. And now this person may come in to really give you some knowledge and assistance as well. The Aries card here, the Emperor, this could be someone that comes in and gives you assistance and knowledge, as does the Queen of Fire, this Leo. But you've got the High Priestess. This is that sacred knowledge. This is about walking through the gateway. Normally on a traditional High Priestess card, you will see the two pillars. One is white and one is black, and that represents that psychic kind of link to your angels, your spirit guides. You are going to be getting a lot of intuitive downloads here, and they're going to be of great assistance to you. It's almost like there is some wonderful messages coming in, and they could be to do with which direction you want to go in your career. You've got the Seven of Wands, and this is you standing your ground for what you believe in. So if you are going to decide to act out on any of this information that is given to you, or proceed in a direction that you want to go in for a change rather than what other people want you to go in, you might have to sort of defend your choices. And the Seven of Wands does say you will be successful if you have to do that. I mean, it's not a warning, but there is sort of, if this doesn't mean that much to you and you don't really want to go into battle over something that isn't that important to you, then by all means, back down. But if you truly believe in something and you know that you're right and you really want to do something that is going to make you happy, because the Queen of Wands is that person that seeks enjoyment, that seeks happiness. Fire signs do have this kind of little bit of selfishness about them, but selfishness in a good way. Like, they put themselves first and their wants and their needs and their desires first. So this month I feel like you will be doing that as well. So if you do want to do that and you have resistance and you believe in your actions and your ideas and your choices, fight for it and you will win. You've got the the Page of Pentacles here. Now this is, I would read this as a Capricorn, but this could be any earth sign, so a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo here, that is playing a significant role in your world. But pages are all about messages or messengers. So you, and the Page of Pentacles is great news. So this is good news about your finances. It's good news about your home, your career, even your body. You might be hearing some great news from a doctor or you know, a psychologist if you're going to see them. But it is good, wonderful, happy news that is going to be coming in for you in that Page of Pentacles. Now let's get some clarifying cards out here, I should say, and they're flying out already. Okay, you've got the Three of Pentacles. This is teamwork makes the dream work. So you could be working with others here to achieve your goals. Interesting that the Five of Wands, as I mentioned, often did have a team training there. So you could be working together with other people. But the Moon card here is hidden, things that are hidden from you. You don't have the complete picture here. Mysterious kind of knowledge, but it's interesting that you get the Moon card and the High Priestess. So anything that was hidden from you, any knowledge that you didn't have, you are going to be you're going to know about it. You're going to find out about it in November. You're going to either figure out which way to proceed or get, you know, a little bit of information that's really going to benefit you and help you to make any choices that you want to make a lot easier. Wow. Okay. And there is new beginnings. There's some new ways for you to make money here. It's almost like a gift as well. Somebody could be giving you a gift of money, but this is abundance. This is great. And for a lot of you, I feel like you're feeling a little bit bored in the situation that you're in. You've got the Hangman. You haven't been progressing as far as you would have liked. It's almost like you're in this suspended animation, but you are seeking enlightenment. You've got the Moon card. You've got the High Priestess. There's a lot of secret enlightenment coming in for you. You've put yourself in this situation. The Hangman, anyway, the story of the Hangman is they have, like the story of Odin that ties himself to the tree of knowledge. You are placing yourself in this position so you can learn and you can seek the answers that are going to assist you. And the Hangman does achieve enlightenment. So if you feel like you haven't been going anywhere, use this time to really learn and better yourself and gain the knowledge that you require. Okay. Now, the Nine of Swords has literally come out for everybody. And I feel like you're leaving any of this kind of stressful tension that you've been carrying behind you. You are really, it's almost like you have to leave. You can't stay in this situation, this mental turmoil that you've been going through for much longer. And there is peace and there is love and there is beautiful energy coming in for you. In that Lovers card, I feel like, you know, the Lovers card was originally called the choice, because it requires you to make a decision about which way to proceed. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're choosing to leave here. You're not going to stay in this tumultuously confusing energy anymore. You're really making some clear-cut decisions, and you're going to be doing it with the assistance of people that love and care for you, and you are going to be able to move into the energy of the Lovers. That is just such loving, as you can imagine, the Lovers is such loving energy. Now this can also talk about some, for some of you, you might actually decide to leave a very tumultuous relationship as well. if things have not been going well, if you've been worrying about a lot of stuff that's been going on in your relationship, you might just be forced to leave. You might just sort of say to yourself, I can't stay here any longer. But this can just be talking about any kind of career that you've been in as well. If you haven't been happy, you might decide to leave. And you might just decide to leave behind this, make a decision to leave behind this tumultuous, worrying times as well. We can just choose to go. I mean, seriously, the next card you'll probably get is the Eight of Swords. That's been coming out for everyone, but that is actually choosing to, that is you feeling like you're stuck, but deep down inside, you can make the changes that need to occur. Now, you've got the Hierophant here. This is the card of the Taurus. You might be actually getting married for some of you. You might be worried about marriage. The fact that you've got the Lovers and the Hierophant, that can often talk about a marriage here. But, you know, again, this could be a marriage where some of you have been a little bit unhappy and wanting to do things alone for a change, or move away from this tumultuous energy. But this is a general reading, so please don't take on board what resonates. This might not be you. You could actually be deciding to get married here. And the Hierophant is a card of duality. This is a card that actually talks about either doing things the traditional way or completely bucking the trend and doing things your own way. And so I feel like this knowledge, this sacred knowledge that is coming in for you in the Moon card and in the High Priestess card, this knowledge that you will be gaining in November is going to determine whether you do things traditionally or just do it your own way. You don't have to do things the way everybody else does. Do things that make you happy for a change. Harness that energy of the Queen of Wands and put yourself first. Make choices that make you happy. Again, the Chariot and that Three of Swords card, this has been coming out for so many signs as well. The Three of Swords is that card of heartbreak, but it is also a card, threes are that stage where you've actually completed something. There's still more to do, but so far now you've actually been able to overcome any heartbreak that you have been carrying, and there's hope here. And it hasn't been easy, but you have been successful at doing this. And if you haven't yet, you will get over this pain. You've got the Chariot. This is moving forward. This is you driving your destiny, being in control of your destiny. And as I said, it's not going to be easy, or it hasn't been easy, because if you think about the Chariot as an analogy of your life, you know, this charioteer has to be strong, has to hold the reins of these two beasts that are trying to pull the chariot in two different directions, but the charioteer is able to harness their power and their energy and control it and get them to take the chariot to where they want to go, not where the beasts are wanting to pull it. So you are really in control of things in November, Cancer, and you're going to be able to overcome any kind of emotional, mental stresses, strains, difficulties that you have here. Now we'll just take out, see if there's any more messages. Yep, the Two of Swords. And this kind of leads you in a position here to really make a decision. You've been, you know, very much connected to the Hangman energy, the Two of Swords, where it's a stalemate situation. You're not going anywhere. You've fought as much as you can fight now, and now it's just stuck. And this could be to do with your career. It could be to do with an earth sign, so a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. But it could be to do with your money as well, your finances, and it could be to do with your home. Pentacles are all about earth, things on this realm, your body, your home, your environment, your career, all of that kind of stuff. And you are now really having to make a choice about which direction you want to go in next, I feel. And I feel like you are getting the enlightenment and the answers to assist you in November. Now, I'm going to pull out one more card from the Now I Understand Oracle cards. Some of the signs I forgot to pull out the last card, so I do apologize, but I just recently got these and I love the messages that come through, and they always seem to marry up so beautifully with the messages that the tarot cards are saying. Now, I was going to say I only get one, but sometimes more come out. So your oracle card is evidence. Dig deep, look further. When you seek, you shall find. Wow, this is so connected with that moon card, with the high priestess card, and the hangman. In a way, you are seeking enlightenment. You need some answers. You want some answers to tell you, so you can decide how you want to proceed next, which direction you want to go in. If you're starting something new, if this is to do with your career, whatever it is for you, it's going to be different for all of you because this is a general reading. But you are going to be getting some answers that you seek here, Cancer, and it's looking like a really productive month. But don't forget, take me off on my offer of that free mini reading, and everyone else, if you want to ask a question, I'll also shuffle for a yes or no answer. But I hope that resonated, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.